What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Moose Gaming here, and today I'm back with another episode of Max Level Newbie account update that I do on a weekly basis. I have a lot to share, and throughout the past week, as you guys might have actually been able to notice from some of my live streams that I've done before, I had crazy week. First of all, I had, I think, the past 4 opening for this account right here. For KVK1, I did not remember this at all. But for past 4 opening, we actually have altars fights actually happen instead of going into zones like we can see in Season of Conquest KVK format. So it was interesting. I do have some past 4 or rather altar fight footage that I'm about to showcase in a bit. So please stay tuned for that. But then again, we have some fights here and there. I did unfortunately miss the last fight that took place. It was in a very weird timing for my time zone, and I was just exhausted from, in all honesty, exhausted from playing 3 days in a row my main for a KVK, as well as like throughout the whole week I was just focused on fighting. So unfortunately I didn't really get the last ultra fight, but then again I was able to get some footage from the fights that we had when the past 4 did open. So let's just go ahead and move right to the video footage of me fighting in the past 4 opening. We can actually, I think we might be able to showcase something. Might be able to showcase our first fight in the restart account. So, alright. Let's go. Let's go during the ball. See if I can get attack boost up. Guys, this is KVK1. Massive fighting. Okay, well, I didn't know our KVK for my main was gonna last until that long, so that was my fault. Bad planning, I'll say. But yeah, we got altar fight going on, and apparently pass for fight for KVK1 is altar fight. Let's see how much I can do stuff here. What is this guy doing? Getting caught off position right there. Wait, am I getting caught off position? I might be getting caught off position. That Tutmos YSG combo. Oh, okay. That's right, Richard. I'm your counter. Alright. Wait, guys. KBK1. Not so bad, not so bad. Let's bully those people who are lower power. with epic commanders. Okay. Run away a little bit. Go ahead and fight. Let's see if we can kill him. YSG. There you go. Guys, KVK was fun. Oh my god. It's very slow. I'll give a stat, but like oh no, don't lose my rage. Uh-oh. No, I don't want to get caught against the enemy though. AoE? Let's go. Actually, archers in KVK1 not too bad. Maybe because I know how to fight. Look at those people running down. I'm being called to rally? Okay. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna go back a little bit. Well, actually, let me join on my. Let's join on the. Uh yeah, let's join on this real quick. Rally about one trip. Okay, I'm gonna rally and then I'm gonna come back. Man, that was fun though. Okay, rally where? No, no one's calling me to rally, bro. Okay. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna join. What's this guy name again? No. Fat Raccoon. Okay. Whatever guys you want me to do here is done. Let's go back. Let's go back to my restart. Okay. Did my Marsh die? No. My Marsh did not die. Cool. Wait, let's check the report before we go, though. Hey, not bad. Not bad. The trays are pretty good. And look at all those people who are... I don't know what he said, but... Hey, yo. Am I about to have my first 100k report here? I think I am about to. Guys, full T4. Just Archer tech up. And I'm doing well. Wait, hold on. Let's actually utilize the tools that we have here. 2 most AoE. And then YSG AoE. Go back a little bit. Don't lose rage. 2 most AoE. YSG AoE. And then run away. No, run away. 2 most AoE. Ah! I lost rage. And this guy's just tanking though. Wait, hold on. Oh, I think we're getting pushed in a little bit. Yeah, let's catch those who are off. No, don't attack me. Lohar. I thought that was Barb, to be honest. We have a Lohar Marsh on the... You have a Lohar Marsh, guys. You have a Lohar Marsh on the enemy side. You got just people running it down. Oh my god. KVK1, guys. KVK1. It's like dog fight. Alright. That AoE with my YSG. I don't even have expansion on because I don't have actual full rallyable full capacity archer. I don't have 300,000, but man, this is fun. Don't lose rally. Don't lose rage, I mean. Let's go. Okay. Go back a little bit. Attack. Oh, no, no, don't get targeted. Uh-oh. I think I'm getting targeted. Why is she skill still? Look how slow everyone is, though. Yeah. KVK through 1 marches are very slow, guys. Like, it's like the slowest you'll see. Okay, I don't want to get targeted by a full HP Minamoto, though. Oh, he's trying to kill me. At what cost, though? I had like 30k health left. Those are slow AF, guys. Slow AF. Alright, let's just run it down. Let's just kill it. I have 10,000. I'll go ahead and heal myself and then bring it back again. But look at that. Ayo, not too bad. Not too bad for 16 million. I.e. corn. This guy had 300,000. Ayo. That right there wasn't too bad at all. I gained 1.4 million kill points. Alright. Got some honors, that's nice. It actually arrived. Okay, cool. I guess I was on that side of things a lot longer. Ooh. What is going on, guys? We're getting pushed around all the way. We got pushed back all the way, guys. Okay, let's do the one-sided trick, guys. We'll fight inside the castle, the pass. Oh, this is fun for me, but like, damn. I thought 3850 didn't make allies because we knew that we were gonna be stronger. Seems like it's not the case, guys. There's always bigger fishes somewhere. KVK1? This is KVK1. I have my mains, I don't know, Season of Conquest KVK. I don't know what KVK that is for me. I think it's like KVK 8 or 9. Going on in the background. I'm waiting for my rally to hit, so might as well do stream both, I guess. Okay, I cannot be outside. Not that strong. Okay. That shouldn't be too bad. Yeah. All that fighting. Wait, is that's 16 minutes ago? It's not the fight right now, is it? Where's my report for right now, though? Is it still tallying the report? Well, I'm having a hard time. I'm having a fun time here. Like, I'm not getting attacked. Wait, am I getting attacked? I think I am getting attacked. But that was fun. I think I got hit by a truck just now. Oh my god. Cavalry? Yeah, let's kill it though. I have like 50k. So, let them kill me. Come on, kill me, guys. I have like no troops left. I'll let you guys kill me. I don't want to run back all the way in this slow animation. Alright, not too bad. Alright, so I hope you guys actually found that interesting. But contrary to what I believe, I think I fought a lot better than I thought because I'm still currently sitting at 17 million, 17.9 million-ish power. And honestly, I thought there will be a lot less punching power that I'll be able to do. Let me just go ahead and showcase some of the reports that I have from the fights that you just saw. You guys can see that I am trading exceptionally well. 1.4 million kill points to 400,000. Although I ran these to death because I was actually not right here. I was actually all the way down back here, which means that in my slow marching speed of KVK1 on my archer, it took me like 10 minutes for me to walk back and forth, right? It took like 3 to 4 minutes for me to actually get to the pass, and then to actually get to the fighting zone, it took me literally 5 minutes for me to actually join the fight. So I had to run those all the way to death to save some time, because you do actually run faster, run back to the city faster if you do kill your units. So, but yeah, even regarding that, I think like if I didn't actually run it down all the way, maybe I would have traded a lot more positively. But you guys can see that my most YSG is actually performing quite well. 3-to-1 trade, or even 4-to-1 trade, almost 3.5 times of the trade that you're seeing right here. And on this one right here, also similar results, but then again, not as well as it did on the first dispatch. And it did like what, like 2.5 times the kill points trades ratio, and it was actually really, really good. I was kind of sad that the fight actually did not last long enough though, because I think by the time that I actually ran the second march, it was already over for the passport fighting. So it was unfortunate, but it was fun. It was fun. I think I was able to control my marches a little better than most people, just because I played this game for like 1,100 days, 1,200 days, and luckily my march to most YSG was not actually as slow as I thought it would be on the field compared to other infantry marches. And as you guys might have seen from the footages, there were some cavalries that were coming all the way out of their ball to attack me, and they kind of got destroyed. So yeah, to most YSG apparently for KVK1 works, and I've never been an archer main for KVK1, so it is actually interesting for me to actually find that out. Let's just go ahead and take a look at everything that I did use for and made the progress of during the past week though. So as you guys might be able to see, I am VIP 14. I think I was VIP 14 last week around this time too. So VIP 14 is not a big problem. And throughout the past week, I do believe I did expertise YSG. So YSG expertise did help me tremendously in terms of how you can actually deal with, fights in general in KVK1. And pair that up with your Tutmos. I was running 5-4-1-1 Tutmos. I think 5-3-1-1 by the time that I was showcasing a lot of your fights. And the second skill actually did really help with a lot of march speed bonus, 6% march speed bonus, as well as 9% all damage buff that it gives by being outside of the Alliance territory. On top of the 9% attack, did exceptionally well with the fact that I do have some march speed from the Call of the Royal that I have on the accessory slot, which will give me extra 6.5% march speed. And on top of that, I do have Silent Trial, which will kind of help me take less damage by reducing the enemy's rage, and this was really really good, as we had the critted version of the Silent Trial instead of the regular one. And you guys can see that I have probably maxed out what I can actually do as a T4 archer unit. You guys can see that I am currently running on Golden Age, which has 17% archer defense, which is not as good as having a Dragon Breath bow, but then again, it's only 3% of defense short of the Dragon Breath bow, which is really, really good. And I'm also running on Dragon Breath Helmet, which is going to give me 11% attack, and also at the same time, Dragon Breath Plate, which will give me 11% health. And both of them as combined set will give me extra 3% attack. So I'll have a lot of punching power with those attacks at the end of the day. I do have critted version of Revival Gauntlet, which will give me extra 3%, 6% attack with critted. And I do have Revival Greaves, which I don't have it critted, but then again, with the 2-piece Revival set bonus, I'll have extra 3% attack. With that, Flame Tress, which is the Archer Epic Boost, will also give me 7.5% Archer health, which will give me a lot more tankiness than you'll usually find in KVK 1 March. And all of that combined together, I do have a pretty decent amount of stats. As you guys can see, if I add the 3% attack from, 6% attack from troop attack with archer attack, I'll have 23% archer attack. And combine that with 24.5% defense will mean that I have 47.5% stats. And then combine that with 18.5% health. That means what? 2.5% needed. Okay, so I think 66.5% stats overall. No, 67% total stats overall, I think. I could be wrong with the math. But then again, yeah, that was pretty good. You know what I mean? Actually, those two, 43%, 43%, and then 63%. And then, yeah, 66%, yeah, total stats. So pretty decent amount of stats that I have overall. On top of the fact that I do have iconic on my breath on my Dragon Breath plates, which is actually really good. So yeah, this March slapped on the field, despite the fact that this is not an expertise version of Tutmos, which I was really glad about. I'm also at the same time buying the daily bundles for Richard so that I can use him in the future for AoE bar farming, which I'm thinking about pairing him up with YSG because YSG will be able to benefit from the archer gear that I have on my Tutmos, and gain as much of the resources, free resources and speed ups as I can find from barb chaining as possible. But right now I'm still leveling Richard up as well as YSG. So that I'm waiting on that. I'm still for March farming Barbarian at the moment, but then again, that is coming very, very soon. In terms of troop count, I have trained up enough archers. You guys can see that I have trained up enough so that I can actually use 25% expansion and then have a max troop count of 260,000 for archers. But then again, on infantry and cavalry, I am still working on them. I did actually do this during the Zenith of Power event so that it would help me contribute to reach the 1 million power that I need to reach for me to actually get the 5 gold heads. So that really did help at the end of the day. You guys can see that I'm currently sitting at 17.8 million power, and most of that actually, the uplift from the last week, actually came from the researches. And you guys can see that I am 8 and 8 and 10 on the small threes. I am still working on the attack, extra attack, which I am trying to see if I can get that done probably before the end of the week. And then I'll go ahead and work on defense, and then I'll make sure that I max those two, if possible, before the major fight actually happens. But we'll have to see because each of those actually takes like 100 days of speed ups. I am 9 out of 10 on the KPK 4, the tier 4 archer attack, which will give me 14% extra attack. I do not have the academy at level 25, which will take me a long time for me to actually get those. And pervasive at level 8, which I'll probably upgrade next after I'm done with the combat tactics and defensive formation to level 9, which will also give me extra 3% defense. I am still stuck with 5, 6 4 on the medical course, the big threes at the end of the day, which I'll probably go ahead and work on as soon as I'm done with the small threes and cartography, which will actually require me to max out the small three. So for the extra march speed, and then and those would actually be my final destination for me to max out the T4 Max technology at the end of the day. Let's see. And for my other commanders, I'm still working on each and every one of them. Minamoto's working on pretty bad gear, but then again, he's okay for barb chaining, or not barb chaining. Barb farming at the end of the day right now. I don't know if I'll actually raise him until I'm actually done with Tutmos, but we'll see. I currently don't have him really max skilled out. He's sitting at 5-4-1-1. So I'm not sure if it's going to be worth it for me to actually raise Minamoto to a certain level. So that's what I'm thinking about. If I do have Richard at 5-1-1-1 though, and then I start farming barbarians with YSG, and then that would naturally raise the level of Richard to a level that I think could be possible for me to use for the field. If that day does come, then I might use him alongside with Sun Tzu, who does have a pretty good combination with Richard, especially with the fact that he does have damage reduction on top of Sun Tzu's damage reduction, and also at the same time, this is a heal damage AoE combo, so that might be something that I'm looking into at the end of the day. I might also look into actually using a second Archer March, maybe by KVK2. As you guys can see, I do have Kusunagi expertise, and also at the same time, I am raising Mehmet using the daily bundles. As soon as I'm done with Richard, skilling up Richard to 5-1-1-1, I'm going to actually move on to Mehmet so that I can actually see if I can transfer him over once the commander swap event does come around. So I might use second archers, or I might actually pair Mehmet up with Minamoto so that I'll be able to do more damage on the field. Right now, Minamoto's best pairing is going to be Expertise Bybars, which will do most amount of damage. But we'll see. We'll see where we want to go with Mehmet. I do have to skill him up. I do have to level him up at the end of the day, just so because that I can actually just so that I can use him in the future as a commander swap candidate along with Tutmos, because I do want to save YSG if it is at all possible for my future KVK3. So that's the plan right now. And yeah, that's what I've been doing. And Lohar has been actually performing pretty well. I actually did an expertise Lohar. I didn't know that. My apologies for that, guys. And there you go. And Lohar obviously does give me the extra EXP, and I've been using him along with Richard so that I do use less action points when I do farm barbarians, along with the fact that they both are extremely tanky when they do face barbarians. So I think those two combinations kind of go well together to kind of use leftover troops to make sure that I do get the benefits of killing barbarians with as many marches as possible at the very moment. And yeah, the expertise YSG did actually get a lot of the help from the new events that did come along very recently. The desert tracks actually gave me a lot of the commander sculptures so that it would actually help me get YSG. Also at the same time, I did get a lot of remaining sculptures for invested into Tutmos so that I can eventually expertise him. Right now he's at 5-4-1-1. I'm going to try to expertise him right after YSG because YSG was my first priority. Now Tutmos is going to be, because that would actually mean that I'll trade better on the field. So that's what I'm trying to do at the moment. And yeah, and all those events really helped me boost it up at the end of the day. Elysian Treasures, I'm at level 6. You guys can see that there's some gold that's here and there, and then some gems and materials that I was able to utilize for upgrading my marches at the end of the day. Hopefully I can reach at least up to like level 8 so that I can get that 10 gold test, but we'll see. I mean, I think the event still has like 5-6 days left, so we'll see where we can get with that event at the end of the day. Hopefully we can level 8 or level 10 it so that I don't get to waste any of the gold tests, but I am trying to be more efficient with this account, given that I have spent some amount trying to expertise YSG at the end of the day. So that's what I'm having going on at the end of the day right now at this point. I do have a report that I got from fighting one of my friend Marsman, and this guy Marsman, who is a good friend and also a very good member of the kingdom. has a lot more power than I do. But I just kind of wanted to showcase what kind of damage uplift that I had by expertising YSG, and also at the same time, focusing specifically on specific tech that I was actually showcasing just earlier. You guys can see that we have exactly the same Tutmos, level 60, 5311 when we did duel this time. And then also at the same time, the only difference is that I have YSG expertise and he doesn't. Also at the same time, you can see that I do have a lot of advantage in terms of health department. So I think that helped kind of me get a better result. Almost 2-to-1 trade against someone who has a lot higher power than me. So I think that's part of the reasons why I was able to perform a lot better on the field when I did field fight during the earlier footages that I shown you. And yeah, I think I'm glad that this kind of shows how focused you can be in one troop type and how that could actually translate to better results on the field, especially for earlier game players at the end of the day. So I'm glad that I was able to showcase that earlier today. And hopefully throughout this KVK, I'll be able to gain enough kill points, enough kills, and enough power for me to actually contribute to the kingdom at the end of the day. I unfortunately wasn't part of the alliance that a lot of the Zenith of Power players actually did push their Zenith of Power skins, so I didn't really benefit too much from the gold chest that the other alliance got. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, at the end of the day, at the worst case scenario, I'll be able to utilize this account for like very strong battle farm at the end of the day for my main account if this kingdom does not turn out to be my home that I can be using at the end of the day. So we'll see. In terms of my future investment, my next goal is for me to actually get Castle and Watchtower maxed out as much as I can, which are the prerequisites for me to actually upgrade my academy at the end of the day to level 25, which is where I think a lot of people would actually struggle on. I think I'm struggling on a lot of it because you guys can see like there's a lot of gems that you need to invest just for nothing. You guys can see that if I want to upgrade this castle to level 20, I need to just pour down 14,820 gems for practically no reason. So it does hurt a lot. So we'll see. But at the end of the day, I think having Book of Covenant purchase is going to be my next priority, along with Arrow of Resistance. Not so much Arrow Resistance because you can actually get Arrow Resistance a lot of Arrow Resistance from actually fighting on the field, as well as some events like the one that we have on the Lost Kingdom. Let me just go ahead and see. Yeah, the one that we have, the Past Glory, you guys can see that I have maxed out purchase the arrow resistance from here. But there are a limited number of places that you can get the Book of Covenant. So I'll probably focus on gemming the Book of Covenants for me to hit Academy level 25. So, and once you hit Academy level 25, there are a couple perks that would actually unlock by hitting it. For one, you can actually get extra research speed up bonus, which will be a great help. 7% extra is no joke by all means. It is almost like having two Korea civilizations at the same time, so this is good. And also at the same time, it would actually enable me to hit T5s eventually for this account, which I think I might actually do because the KVK that I'm in right now for my main is currently in KVK called Tides of War, and that in that KVK there's a system called standby troops that will allow you to put in T5 units and T5 units only as a standby units for your rally. And I think having a farm that has T5 unlocked would actually really help in certain KVK formats at the end of the day lately. So yeah, I'm thinking about making this account into T5. How strong, if you ask, I am not 100% sure yet. So we'll find out. Let's find out together where I'm headed with this account. I'm pretty happy with where it is right now, to be really honest with you. Just looking at the performance as a 17 million player to perform this well in KVK1, especially when there's a lot of whales in our cluster that we're in right now. You guys can see that there's people who are pushing beyond 60 million. I think there's 12 people who push beyond 60 million power for the latest Zenith of Power event that just took place for this kingdom, which was absolutely crazy. We do have 2 people from 3850 that did actually win the KVK skins. So congratulations. Not KVK skins, Zenith Power skins. So congratulations to Odin and General Necron from our kingdom for winning Zenith Power skins. But guys, crazy. KVK won 60 million pushers. These are absolute nuts. Like, not the people, but like the result was actually nuts. And I honestly thought that the 60 million power was too much for normal kingdom clusters to actually hit. But just seeing how a lot of KVK1 players are able to hit 60 million power, which practically will mean that you're putting down like $30,000 of spending into this account so that you can actually win this event is absolutely crazy. So, and a lot of those players are in the same KVK cluster as we are in right now, in the same map. And I'm kind of scared if we can actually take those guys out. You guys can see that there's a lot of 3851 members as well as 3852 members that have won it. As far as what I know, we don't have any allies in this KVK. So hopefully we'll be able to do well. I don't know. All I can say is that I'm kind of scared. But let's see how this goes, guys. Let's see how this goes. If you guys did enjoy today's video, please go ahead and drop me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And as always, I'll see y'all in the next video. All right. Peace.